Well, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone today? It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us for this No Man's Sky Monday. Hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for being here. Not expecting a really big crowd this afternoon. It's probably going to be a nice, quiet little chill. Just us today. But nonetheless, let's have some fun. So who do we have out there? Jet Black says, okay. You better believe it is, buddy. It is okay. Mark Rodriguez, welcome back. Good to see you. What's up, man? How's it going? Nurse Nerd Gamer, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. And Nurse Nerd Gamer, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of No Man's Sky Monday today. Going to be on for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. Today, we're focusing on the Nexus missions, weekend Nexus missions. And we're going to head back to Starship hunting. So it's Mifu. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining us today. I'm doing well. How are you? A bit nasally. I'm a bit nasally. Yeah, my sinuses went out the window today. They went right out the airlock. It's bad. So if I sound nasally, that's what it is. My sinuses. Going through some allergies right now. Okay, there is one thing that I have to do before we begin. Let me move those glyphs over to the other folder. So one thing we are going to do, so Veli Vaida, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it is Monday. Yes, it's Monday, but we still have a couple of hours for the weekend Nexus mission. So we're going to do that today. Give me 1 second. I need to move those glyphs if I can find them. Before we begin, something else that we're doing today as part of today's Starship hunt, we're going to find that Jason Plays. If you guys know who Jason Plays is, he's like the biggest No Man's Sky creator on the platform. He found a really awesome Sentinel ship, and he failed to give us the glyphs. So one of our community members here managed to find the glyphs for us. So we're going to head to that star system today and find that ship. It's in the Euclid Galaxy. I just need to remember where I put the glyphs. That's what she said. Here we go. Random finds. And I think, there we go. Let me make a copy of this. Copy. Put that in save folder so that we know how to find it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so, ladies and gents, let's start this party. For anyone out there who's new, I am Oddman105, aka The Odd One. This is an impromptu Monday live stream of some No Man's Sky. So it's Mifu says, finally got an A-class ship and an S-class multi-tool. Nice, man. Congratulations. Is it an A-class Sentinel ship or just a random ship? Okay, so if you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. And for anybody out there who's new, if you haven't done so, please read the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. Please read the channel rules. And for my No Man's Sky community, that's usually where where I can leave it. If this were Grand Theft Auto Online, I'd have to give an entire spiel about something else, but we don't need to go there. So, but for my No Man's Sky peeps, everybody knows what the deal is. So let's get started. So it's a fighter, but currently searching for Sentinels. Nice. That sounds like a really nice ship, man. Okay, people, let's do it. We need to go. We can close that, actually. We can close that. Hold on. Bring up OBS. OBS is looking good. Let's wait till this song finishes. Absolutely love this song, by the way. If you guys want to know any of the names of any of the songs that I play during the intros, just type in !NMS song, and the song title should pop up. Okay, we can stop that. Bring that back up. Okay. Put that in the background. Bring up the game. We are ready. Let's do it. Streamlabs, I've got my eyes on you out there. Behave yourself today, Streamlabs. I got my eyes on you, Streamlabs. Okay, people. Did I transition? No, I did not. Let's transition. And we can get rid of this ad because I don't want to see that. Okay, we are ready. Let's do it. Okay, so let's begin with the Polestar Expedition save. And what we're going to do, we should be on a space anomaly right now anyway, so we're going to start with a Nexus mission, a weekend Nexus mission to make some Quicksilver, and we will jump right into the Starship hunting. Let me bring up those glyphs. Hold on a sec. Save pictures. And where's it at? Jason Plays. There we go. Jason Plays. Okay. Just in case I need those. Alright. Now, when we last left off, we were mooching off everything in the Quicksilver Synthesis companion over there. Before we begin, also, let me make sure I've got my settings set to standard. Yep. Now, when we begin the Starship hunt, I'm going to shift crafting to free because that'll help expedite the whole Starship hunting process. But in general, I play the game on normal difficulty. But whenever I'm hunting for Sentinel ships, because it can be time-consuming, I'll set this to free. Purchases will remain standard, unless, of course, I'm trying to see what the actual Starship's supercharged slot configuration is. Alright, let's go. And if I sound a bit nasally, it's because my sinuses have gone haywire. As a matter of fact, I should probably go get some tissues. I think I gotta go get a box of tissues. Okay, let's take a look at the missions. There it is, look at that. Eliminate hazardous flora, 1800 Quicksilver. Yes, please. So give me a second. I'm going to go get a box of tissues. My nose is running. Okay, and we're back. You know, the worst part about having allergies? The stupid sinus headaches that come along with it. It's bad. Okay. So we got to go murk out some hazardous flora. We will get a Walker Brain and 1800 Quicksilver. Not bad. Okay, people, let's do it. So we got 2 hours left on this. Yes, please. Initialize. Give me that Quicksilver. Nice. And if you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Okay, let's go. We got to go murk out some hazardous flora. This is going to be fun. 1800 Quicksilver is a lot of Quicksilver. So I hope you guys are all enjoying your Sunday. By now, everyone out there should be aware that we have a No Man's Sky update releasing this week. So, discovered by the Bearded Maniac. Okay, well that makes sense to me. Exosuit signature detected. Totally in that direction. So yeah, we are more than likely going to have actually, hold on a second. What galaxy are we in, just in case? Did we go back to Euclid? Yeah, we went back to Euclid. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're more than likely going to have a rather big update for No Man's Sky releasing this week. Probably Wednesday or Thursday. So, that's the speculation, at least, anyway. And I'm pretty much looking forward to it. Now, that being said, we don't have any further information on it, but like I typed in chat, Sean Murray has recently updated his Twitter page to reflect 3 strips of bacon. so first it was 1 strip of bacon, now it's 3 strips of bacon. So in usual manner, Sean Murray is trolling us. Now some people have asked, what could the strip of bacon possibly mean? Some people are thinking that it's probably some sort of it could be a cooking update, but I think it's far more intricate than that. I think that it's first of all, let's remember that prior to the bacon emoji, about 2 weeks ago, Sean Murray posted a clock on his Twitter page. That clock to me symbolizes a countdown. Ooh, check this out. Seriously? I wonder if this is our location. We're going to land right here at this Sentinel pillar. We're going to land right here. There might be a good multi-tool in that Sentinel pillar. We're going to land right here. So Vaida says, bacon update, cooking changes coming to No Man's Sky or pig farming. You know what I think it is? Because Sean Murray likes to play on words. But that goes back to the clock emoji that he posted about 2 weeks ago. When I saw the clock emoji, I said to myself, that is more than likely symbolizes a countdown. Now, what is it a countdown to? Probably a countdown to either the Game Awards, which are taking place this week, or something that they're revealing during the Game Awards, which I think has something to do with Light No Fire. Tomboy, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? So that's what I think it is. Now, as far as this update is concerned, Sean Murray likes to play on words. He likes to play on the words. I think Sean Murray, I don't think it has to do with food. I think he's using bacon. I think he's using bacon as a as a play on words for the word beacon. So it could be a beacon update or having something to do with the beacon. That's what Jason Plays thinks anyways, and I kind of agree with him on that. Okay, buddy, I can promise you, you don't want none of this. I will murk you out. Don't even try it. Alright, let's go. But yeah, there might be a good multi-tool in that Sentinel pillar. We're definitely going to check that out. Okay, let's go. And again, that's just my observation. Man, these dinosaurs are so pissed off they're walking on their hind legs. Man, these guys are pissed off. Okay, let's get to the dead traveler's grave and start this. Hey, C6 Crevitt, how's it going, man? Long time no see. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just playing a little bit of No Man's Sky tonight. Just a little bit of No Man's Sky. I'll take that sodium, thank you. This planet's got the weirdest filter on it. Never pass up a piece of dihydrogen. Okay. Well, yeah, we got to find a traveler's grave, which is apparently directly in front of us. Found it. Right next to a farting plant. Makes perfect sense. So James Ogle, thanks for joining us. He says it's about bacon. We get to make it. Yeah, it could be. Well, that's a good point. You do have a good point, because bacon is also analogous with money. It's also analogous with money. So this could be some kind of a money update. We could be making bacon. Yeah, you do have a good point. That's a very good observation. All right, let's talk to the dead traveler. What do you want? It's R2-D2. What do you want? Okay, an infestation, leave. All right. Okay, so we got to merc out 14 hazardous flora. That's easy enough. But that is an excellent observation. This planet is full of hazardous flora. They're gonna make me look for these things, aren't they? Oh, get out of here. That's 5. We don't really need to follow the actual scanner because these things are all over the place. Always get your free stuff. We don't need the rusty metal. So it's Mifu says, just came across an abandoned vessel. What do I do with it? Man, claim it. Claim it. If nothing else, you can scrap it for some money. You can scrap it for parts and money. It may have Starship upgrade slots too. So anytime you come across an abandoned vessel, even if it's an ugly one, and even if it's a C-class, always claim it. Always claim it. And the only things you have to fix are the launch thrusters and the freaking pulse engine to get it to a space station. Some people say that you don't have to do all that. I do it anyways because it's part of the immersion. But definitely claim an abandoned ship because those things are worth money.
Nearby toxins detected.
Ouch. Get wrecked. Oh, it's one floating in space. So sounds like you came across a derelict freighter. That freighter, because I'm assuming that you don't have the emergency beacon on your character. That freighter that you came across, that for the time being is just cosmetic, so you can ignore it. If you have like the emergency signal beacon in your inventory and you pulse drive, then you come across an abandoned vessel like that, that's basically the beginning of a derelict freighter mission. But without the signal beacon, that freighter that you found just floating in space serves no purpose. So you can pretty much just ignore it. Alright, so how many more of these hazardous flora do we got to murk out? 14. We got 7 more to go. I was nowhere near that Venus flytrap. Come on, game. So Miriam Navarro, Chase, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the channel. So Veli Vaida says, today I just learned that there are pods you can collect from the hazardous flora. Thanks, man. Didn't know that. Yes. The pods around I call them the farting plants because that's what they do. They literally fart on you. Those things give you a ton of oxygen if you collect the grassy pods around them first. Now, you can also collect the grassy pods around the Venus flytraps too. Each one has a single grassy pod. That's how you get the most oxygen. So James Ogle says, haven't played in a while, got bored with the grind. Yeah, I can see that. I can understand that. It's been slow in Grand Theft Auto. Not Grand Theft Auto, geez. It's been slow in No Man's Sky for a while, so I understand completely. So here we got the Venus flytraps, so you can grab the grassy pod here as well. We'll take that, thank you. Get wrecked. There we go. I'll take that. There we go. So we need 3 more. Perfect. Ouch. Get wrecked. So this is cobalt. We don't need cobalt. We can ignore that. Okay. Let's go. I believe there should be... There was one like right over there. Okay. All right, we got one more to go. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Donna, hello, good morning. How are you today? Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the channel. Just playing a little bit of No Man's Sky. Taking a break from the chaos that is Grand Theft Auto Online. Doing a little bit of No Man's Sky. And this giant moving tree creeps me out. This tree legitimately creeps me out. That thing is huge. That's what she said. We're stuck. Found it. Seriously? Okay, so apparently we can't murk out the hazardous flora because it's inside these plants. Makes perfect sense. Ouch. Yeah, there's no hitbox for it, so we can't get that one. No big deal. Let's find another one. These things are literally all over the place, so let's just go this way. Hope everybody out there is doing well. Oh, Miriam, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, I try to do as much No Man's Sky content as possible, even though Grand Theft Auto Online is a more popular title on my channel. I absolutely love No Man's Sky. This is a nice, calming, and relaxing game. It's one of my favorite games. I just wish that it were more popular on my channel, that's all. So what I'm trying to do for No Man's Sky, at least, is promote more No Man's Sky live streams. And, you know, the short-form content will continue, but the live streams seem to be a bit more popular. Get out of here. All right, that's it. All right, that's it. Hazardous flora has been murked. Except for that one. Dracula, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Well, Veli Vaida, I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you so much. Like I said, we do both. We do both on my channel. And I will continue, of course, the short-form content. But... You know, it is what it is. It's not quite as popular as the GTA stuff, but I'll continue doing it. Okay, so we are done. We need to go back. Okay, we can leave now. Okay, what we're going to do now is see exactly what multi-tool we have. In this Sentinel pillar, because we landed right next to a Sentinel pillar. If there's a good multi-tool in this Sentinel pillar, I will probably set up a base here. And these guys are all pissed off. They're walking on their hind legs. Okay. So that's a lot of sodium. Okay. So if we need sodium, we'll know where to get it. So Dracula says, I have my warehouses at 77 crates, scared of raids to go beyond that. I hear you, man. Here's the deal. I published my video yesterday. Hey, Michael Knight, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Everybody, Michael Knight is one of the true OGs in the truest sense. He's literally, we go back to the 80s. We go all the way back to the 1980s. When you talk about OG, that's a true OG right there. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. I published that video because I did some testing, and there are some indicators regarding ghost raids that every player should know about. So, especially since ghost raids only affect CEO special cargo, if you notice that you can't, after resigning as a CEO, you can't enter a business property, that means that a ghost raid's underway, even if there's no notification. Also, just like I mentioned in the video, if you can't go into passive mode after resigning as a CEO, that means there is a ghost raid underway, more than likely. The best way to prevent a ghost raid, like my warehouses are almost full, and that's because I only sell full shipments in GTA. I don't concern myself with ghost raids because I make a habit of signing out of GTA Online and going to single player or main menu. That immediately stops the raid timer. So, I make a habit of that during my money grind, and it's usually not a problem. The only time I see a ghost raid is if I've been in a session for too long. The same session for too long, or session hopped, if you will. Changing sessions doesn't help because the raid timer continues. So you literally have to jump out of GTA Online and go to main menu or single player to stop the timer. Okay, let's see what we got here. You know what? I'm gonna murk out this Sentinel because I don't like the way he looks. Let's murk this dude out. Hey, Sentinel. Your mama is so fat that I had to get in my Starship and pulse drive just to get to her good side. Get wrecked. Bye, son. Get wrecked. Who else wants some? I literally had to get in my Starship and pulse drive to get around her. Where are they? Are they stuck in the pillar? Alright, never mind. Let's get the free stuff. Yeah, whenever you murk out a Sentinel, you always have to give a yo mama so fat joke. Okay, let's see. We'll refine that.
Technology recharge.
How much carbon do I have? I'm probably running a bit low on carbon, so we got condensed carbon. We got plenty of carbon. Okay. It's the other save. All right, let's make a restore point. Yeah, Dracula, that's what I try to do. Let me say this. I've never had a ghost raid happen upon logging into GTA Online for the first time. That's never happened. It only happens if you register as a CEO, then resign. But because for whatever reason, the stupid raid timer doesn't stop. Alright, let's shut down Sentinel forces in this area. As soon as I can find the access. There it is. Let's take a quick look and see what kind of a multi-tool we have here. If it's a good multi-tool, we might get a royal multi-tool out of here. If it's a good one, we'll set up a base. Oh. Pardon me for 1 second. Oh, okay. You know what? Never mind. We're good. We're good. Okay, so we want to shut down Sentinel forces. All right. Sentinels go boom. Okay, what do we got? Ooh. Ooh, check that out. Okay, now supercharged slots are spread out, but I mean, come on, this is a royal multi-tool. Check that out. Excuse me for 1 second. Hard, I'll be right back.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. we're back. The delivery person had a package. Sorry about that. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way. Yeah, check that out. It's an A class. First of all, it's an A class. It's an A class. Supercharged slots are spread out, but this is also a rare multi-tool. I am impressed. Very impressed. Yeah, Miriam, exactly. Very easy to upgrade. Very easy to upgrade. This is a good one. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's drop a base computer. There's a stupid storm going on.
Thermal protection falling.
Return to main controls. Log out. Okay, we're going to drop a base computer right here. That's a good multi-tool. That is not bad at all. So we need to... I guess we can drop it right here. This is also a good place to farm Sentinels as well. All right. Okay, let's claim the area. Draco, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just doing a little bit of No Man's Sky Monday today. Nice. This Sentinel pillar has a very good find. Very good find. Okay. All right. So I guess I can make a structure here. I guess I...
Thermal protection falling.
Don't really want to do that, but okay. Well, we got the base computer here. What I will do, let's rename this. Let's rename this to... Hold on a second. Royal. Royal... yeah, Royal Multi-Tool A-Class. There we go. Perfect. Hold on. Let me fix that. Recharge.
Technology recharge.
Oh, that's right. We can't fix that, but...
Weather
Okay.
update.
That's fine.
Storm clearing.
That's fine. We'll come back. We know where it is.
Temperature
Okay.
stabilizing.
So Miriam, yes, this is the Euclid Galaxy. So if you want the glyphs to the star system, first and foremost, this Sentinel pillar is located at plus 15.02 and minus 131.88. Those are the coordinates for the Sentinel pillar. glyphs for this star system are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. So if you want this Sentinel multi-tool, this Royal multi-tool, there it is. I just have to remember to come back here and actually build a base. Okay. Very nice. Let's go. So yes, this is the Euclid Galaxy, by the way. Alright, let's go back to the space anomaly. I hope you guys are all doing well. If I missed somebody out there in chat, it's not being done on purpose. Chat will go by kind of quickly sometimes, and of course I just had to step out for a bit. So just sound off again for me, and I'll get caught up as soon as humanly possible. Hey, Dragonheart, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're just starting. We just finished the Nexus weekend mission. We're about to do some Starship hunting here in a second, so we're pretty much at the beginning. You didn't miss much. Let's go to the space station, or head toward the space station. Because I also want to stop on the space station in this star system. So first thing we're going to do... call up Space Anomaly. Let's finish the Nexus mission. Then we'll stop by the space station. Don't crash into the anomaly, thank you. Jeez. Yeah, that was an A-class Royal Exotic Multi-Tool. Very rare. S-class would have been nice, but hey, it's only 50,000 nanites from an A-class to an S-class, so that's a bargain. That's definitely a bargain. I do wish the supercharged slots were better, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. All right, let's get that money. Let's go get that money. Okay. Complete mission. There it is. 1,800 Quicksilver and 1 Walker Brain. Very nice. Very nice. Now there is something I wanted to do because I have the plans. Let's see, Starship. So I want to create, where is he? I want to create the Polo figurine.
Technology installed.
So we got the Polo figurine. If we plug this in next to weapons, so hyperdrive, that's supercharged. Hyperdrive doesn't need to be supercharged. Let's do some reorganization here. And since I'm using the photon cannon as the main weapon, although that X-class kind of sucks, let's move this. Move the hyperdrive down here. That's the cadmium drive. Let's move that S-class. Put the hyperdrive there. Take the S-class upgrade. Put that there. That's the indium drive. Okay, SS. Okay, let's move the indium drive over here. And move the emerald drive over there. So, let's take Polo. Let's move Polo over here. And let's craft a Starship trail. So let's see. Golden, emerald, cadmium. Let's do a chromatic Starship trail.
Technology installed.
This is supposed to give your Starship a significant boost. Yep, So, curious to see what that's going to do for our weapons. Probably not much. But we're still missing an S-Class upgrade, or a third upgrade for this. The 2 X-Classes are actually pretty good. Alright. Just wanted to make a restore point. So we're done on the anomaly. Next, let's go to the space station. Once we're finished on the space station, we will go... We're in the Euclid Galaxy, so what we can do is... Oops. It just sent us back to Eisentam. I forgot. Okay, so it appears... It looks like I'm inside my freighter. Hold on a second. You know, it's a good thing I made that restore point. We got to reload. We got to reload. Good thing I made that restore point. Yeah, it looks like I was inside my freighter. Not in a good way either. There we go. Sorry about that. Just had to open a window. It's a little warm in here. All right. Okay, let's try this. Since we're in Euclid. Let's use the teleporter and go to any random space station. Let's see, my base is... Okay, let's go back to that base. Then I want to go to the... So James Ogle says, I'm having a brain fart. How do you register as a CEO? Go to your interaction menu, and you'll have the option for registering as a boss. Select that option, and there are 2 additional options. You can register as either a CEO or an MC. A long time ago, there was no register as a boss. It was either register as a CEO, VIP, or an MC. So you had one of those 3 options. Now you click on the register as a boss menu or option, then you'll have 2 additional options from there. You can either register as a CEO or as a boss, or excuse me, as an MC. Just out of curiosity, I want to see if the color of this multi-tool has changed. Weapon technology. No, it's still red. It's still red. Okay, never mind. Perfect. This is actually a really good place to farm Sentinels. Buddy, I will murk you out again. I will totally murk you out. You hear me? I'm in your face. I'm in your face, Mrs. Sentinel. That's right. I will murk you out. Don't even think about it. Where's my ship? I will totally murk that dude out. Okay, this time let's go to the space station. If we can find it. There we go. I want to see what multi-tools are on the space station first. Now, somebody out there, I keep forgetting, we can give these pirate transponders to one of the merchants on the space station and boost our popularity, I guess. I got to double check. It's been a while since I've done it. Usually I just sell them because they're worth a lot of money. Deuterium, Korvax casing, suspicious package tech. Yeah, need to sell some of this stuff. And hope everybody out there is doing well. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. And we're totally on the wrong side of the space station. There it is. There it is. So Jet Black says, does anyone have a VPN to recommend? Surfshark. I recommend Surfshark VPN. They're cheap. The first 2 years, they give you a bit of a discount. Every year afterwards, it's like, in US dollars, it's like $60. It's $60 a year. So it might be a little more expensive for you if you're in Australia, but it's about $60 a year. So I would recommend Surfshark. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is a Korvax system. Nice. That is an ugly multi-tool. And it's a C-class. Nope. Always check your multi-tools. That one's even uglier. They're both C-class. That's a whole lot of nope. Alright. Let's grab a exosuit slot. Yep, we'll put that in cargo. Hold on a second. We need to talk to the Starship vendor. Yep. Not him. The other guy. Got to talk to this guy right here. Cellcraft, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. And everybody, Cellcraft is also a fellow content creator. If you haven't done so, please go to his channel and check him out. And show that man some love. Cellcraft, it's good to see you, bro. Thanks for joining us. Cellcraft, since you're a mod on the channel, if you want to post a link to your channel, you may do so if you want. And Cellcraft is definitely correct. Always get your exosuit slot from the space station. We're also going to head back to the space anomaly and get the exosuit slot there as well. Module. The cyclotron. Infraknife. Shield module. A-class hyperdrive? Man, you suck. What about the photon cannon? Anything? Yeah, nice. S-class photon cannon? I'll take that.
Product received.
I'll take that. Thank you. It's better than the X-class that I got in my ship now, so. So let's see here. Yeah, +8. That's definitely better than this one. Definitely better than this one. So, we will scavenge this one. Alright, perfect. Definitely better. Much better. Alright. That's because I'm using the I'm using that weapon as my main weapon, so we'll put that in ship, or excuse me, exosuit. Exosuit. We can sell the rest of this crap. Possible Present, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Welcome to this impromptu No Man's Sky live stream. This is the cartographic dude. We don't want to talk to him. Interesting. That's a not nice. Not bad. Not bad. This is a barrel nose fighter with not star jumper. Those are vector wings. Those are vector wings. Single thruster vector wings. What is this? It's a B class. A little expensive. Okay. That's not bad. Not bad. Again, we are Starship hunting, by the way, too. So, let's sell some stuff. I don't want to talk to you, dude. Get out of here. Okay, request dialect help. Let's go technology. Okay, we want to sell Starship. Okay, get rid of the Viking effigy.
Received.
We'll keep the Viking dagger. Get rid of the Korvax casings.
Units received.
Okay. I don't think I had anything in my exosuit. Runaway mold. Tainted metal. Amino chamber? Where the crap did I find? Oh, that's freighter. Oh, okay. Like, where the hell did I get that? Alright, we got a walker brain. We'll probably dump that in freighter. Okay, looks like we're good. I'm going to refine those Halian brains to get those things out of my inventory. So Possible Present says, just got a temporary ban from PSN for apparently violating the terms of conduct. What? What? Hold on a minute. Well, what happened? Did this happen during gameplay? What happened? You should be able to, not protest it, but you should be able to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Dispute that. You should be able to dispute that with PlayStation Enforcement. I would file a dispute with those guys, because that doesn't even sound right, man. Alright, let me ask you something. Were you using your microphone during any sort of gameplay? That may have something to do with it. Because remember, Xbox Enforcement, not Xbox, but, well, both Xbox Enforcement and PlayStation Enforcement uses AI bot moderation, especially for voice. So if you're using a microphone, that may have done it. Which is kind of ridiculous. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I recommend filing a dispute with those guys, because that doesn't sound right, man. Okay, so we're done here. Hold it. Okay, what we're going to do next... Let's take care of this. Let's go ahead and refine these brains because I don't need them. That's what she said. Alright, so we're in the Euclid Galaxy. What I need to do is head to a base. Head to one of my bases with a teleporter here in Euclid. Let's talk to the mission agent. Mercenaries Guild missions. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay, so... Felcraft says he laughed a little too hard at that joke. Yep. So, looks like party chats are blocked. It sounds like PlayStation Enforcement's AI chatbot moderation may have picked up something on your mic, which is BS, because if you think about it, the language in Grand Theft Auto Online is far worse than half the stuff we say. Yeah, you should be able to dispute that, man. If I were you, I would contact the PlayStation Enforcement and dispute that crap. That's some BS. Okay, so we need to go teleporter. What we're going to do now is go to the planet where Jason Plays found that that black Sentinel starship. That's our next find. So we got to go to a base in Euclid, one of my bases, with a teleporter, please. A portal, anywhere. Isotam. That's all Isotam. So you mean to tell me that I don't have a portal? I do not want to look for a portal. I don't have a portal on this character? How is that a thing? Okay. I got nothing. I got nothing. So Cellcraft says, I want to find a different color for my flying key fob. Green is getting a little old. I have yet to find a flying key fob. Cellcraft, yes, I've got all the glyphs on this character. I've got all the glyphs. I just didn't want to have to look for a portal. I thought I had a portal on this one, but it's probably at one of my Eisentam locations. So I guess, let's see, Crash Raider site. Okay, that's Eisentam. We don't want to go there. That's Eisentam. This is Fiery Moon. All right, let's go here and see if we can get lucky. Yeah, I thought I had a portal. Thought I had a portal on this save. Okay. So, what system are we in? This is a Korvax system. I don't have... I just sold the Korvax casings. Just sold the Korvax casings. But what I can do... Let's hop into my mech here. I should have the radar installed. Are you serious? Okay, let's... can we install that thing? Yeah, this is a fairly new character. I've got no technology. I got no technology. Let me out of here. We got like no technology. All right. This is embarrassing. That's a nice multi-tool. That's a nice multi-tool. Okay, let's do this. Oh, you guys? I don't want to talk to you guys. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to them guys. So Possible Present says, it's funny because on GTA, I don't have a crew tag anymore. All the social activities are restricted for 7 days. Yeah, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like something may have been picked up on your microphone, bro. That's what it sounds like. If any kind of chat or a text communication is restricted, probably that's probably a result of AI chatbot moderation, because that does happen. Let's see if we have some charts. Okay, those are Sentinel boundary maps. Are you serious? Do I have... That is exosuit chart. Okay, there we go. We got some planetary charts. Okay, all right. So I could use the planetary charts. Yeah, we're doing this old school. We're doing all this old school. That's part of the fun of the game. Those are some gigantic asteroids. That's what she said. Okay, let's... Here's the deal. I have one Viking dagger. Zach Addington, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. So what's that? You had a weird day and night. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope it wasn't bad. So what we're going to do is go to a Viking system. Okay, that's Gek. Let's go to a random... Well, if we can find a Viking dissonant system, that's fine. But, you know. Never pass up an opportunity to find a Starship. Sentinel ship, that is. Okay, that's Korvax Dissonant. 3-star Viking. Okay, another 3-star Viking. So what I'm looking for is a Viking dissonant system. Hopefully 3 stars or higher. Hopefully. Okay. This changes everything. Let's go here. Let's go there. We just found an outlaw dissonant system. Let's go there. All right, let's land on the space station so we can mark our territory. Red Man, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Zach Addington says he's seen a ghost. A ghost? Dude. Are you sure it was a ghost and not someone playing a prank?
Hostile scan detected.
Okay. So level 1, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Contraband agent. Bounty master. Let me talk to this guy. Ah, okay. Grab a suit slot. Put this one in technology. Here we go. That's a nice looking armored solar. C-class. Never mind. Alright, let's get out of here. If I can find my ship. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, that's... Hopefully it was not a real ghost. That is pretty creepy. Okay, what we're going to do now, call up the freighter. We'll scan all the planets in the system. Let's get the freighter here. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Just doing a little bit of No Man's Sky Monday. So what I'm doing is that I'm basically playing this character through the right way, if you will, without any kind of glitches or exploits. So that's why we're kind of doing things the old school way. There's the captain up there. What's up, Captain? Let's go scan all the planets so we can see what we've got here, what we're dealing with. There we go. Okay, so this is Desolate. Okay. Cactus Flesh, Activated Emerald, Pyrite, Sodium, Dissonance Detected. Okay, that's our planet. Mark it. What else do we have here? Pillared, Terraforming, Aggressive Sentinels. Nice. Glacial, Sporal. Okay. Lost Green Planet. It's not lost anymore. So James Ogle says, I stayed in a house where the ghost would make my bed. But So Zach Addington says, I'm not kidding, an apparition of a man, an older man like 70s or 80s. I see ghosts all the time here. All the time in here. I live with families that see him too. Okay. Wow. Well, Zach, let me ask you, this is a serious question. Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable living in the house? And that's a serious question. Do you feel comfortable living there? So Redman says, I have a ghost. Every morning the kitchen is clean. Yeah. I'm the guy that cleans the kitchen in my house. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's drop some stuff off here. Hold on a second. Get rid of the Walker brain, because apparently I have one of those. Yep. Get rid of that. Okay. That's 2,300 nanites. Yes, please. Let's process the other ones. There we go. Okay, let's get off the ship. We also need a Gek relic. We need to get a Gek relic. So let's go to, first of all, where the crap is my ship? Let me out of here. I always get lost when I come on my freighter. When I get to my freighter. Get me out of here. Okay, so our planet should be marked. Before we do that, it's right there. Here you go. Economy scanner. Let's find a trade outpost. Perfect. It's on the same planet. We need to get a Gek relic. And what we'll do is find a portal. And this is the perfect opportunity to find a Sentinel ship. This is where we start our Starship hunt. Yeah, I've got a Viking dagger, but that's it. I don't have a Gek relic. Usually when I get a Gek relic, I throw them away. I sell them because they're all over the freaking place. So let's pick up a Gek relic, and we will find... excuse me. We'll try to find a monolith. Operation Katana, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, but this is an outlaw dissonant system, meaning that we have a very good chance of finding an S-class Sentinel ship here. If I can land this thing. There we go. Ooh, check that out. Okay, that's an A-class Jackal. That's a good-looking ship, a bladed Jackal, too. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at this ship. That's a good-looking ship right there. So we want to make an offer on this ship. Boo. Okay. Don't sleep on it just yet. Check this out. 3 connected supercharge slots. A-class, 3 connected supercharge slots. What I don't like are the solar sails. I don't like the solar sails. I don't like the what Ricey's Starship Emporium calls the gentleman's sausage solar sails. Just let your imagination sink in for a second. So Zach says, crazy story. The guy who used to live in a house passed away. Then his son, who was renting the house, from him, passed away too. Seen them both. His son, who was renting the house. Oh, I see. Yeah, Cellcraft. Now that you've thought about it, you can't unsee the image. That's what Ricey's Starship Emporium calls the gentleman's solar wings, solar sails. That's my only problem with this solar ship. Otherwise, it's an A-class with 3 connected supercharged slots. Now, consider this for a second. This system, Miriam says, this star system, every Jackal Sentinel solar ship, every Jackal solar ship in this system will have the exact same supercharged slot configuration. Every one. So they're all the same. Ouch. Let's see what we got over here. This is a Raven. No, this is not a Raven. What is this? Let's talk to this guy. Hey, don't blame me. That's what Ricey's Starship Emporium calls it. That's what he calls them. Okay, make an offer on ship. That's a whole lot of nope. Excuse me. Well, he should have a Gek relic, so let's grab a Gek relic. Okay, there we go. We'll take one of those. Okay, what we can do... First of all, where's my ship? There it is. Just looking. Not too many good ships here, but okay. Miriam, yes, sails will be exactly the same. Those ships, or should I say, that's what's called a system ship, and that type of ship, whether it's a C, B, A, or an S class, will have the exact same configuration, all the way down to its supercharged slots. So I can theoretically return to the system, find an S class of that ship, it'll have the exact same supercharged slot configuration. Although the 4th supercharged slot will be exposed at that time because of the it's an S class. That's an ugly ship, by the way. Okay, so we're done here. Let's hop out, make a restore point. All right, next thing we need to do is find a monolith. I cannot believe that I don't have a base, a portal on this character. I probably do, but I can't find it. All right, so what do we got? Please show me a monolith. Abandoned building. Please show me a monolith. Monolith, please. Distress signal. We can go to the distress signal. It might be a good ship. So Redman says, I live in the UK and we have creaky floorboards from time to time. I hear something walking around upstairs. The same problem here in Japan, believe it or not. So we have, so what was that, a second distress signal? Hold it, restart, I got distracted. Reload, got distracted. Sorry about that. So Miriam says, the sails are mine. The sails on mine are those. Yeah, I don't like those sails. I don't like those sails, and we can blame Ricey's Emporium for that. Because he stuck that thought in my head, and I said, yeah, can't unsee it. So, if they were the crescent sails, they'd be perfect. All right, let's try that again. Observatory. We don't need... Oh, wait, hold it, hold it. We can't use these. We totally can't use these. Yeah, this is emergency cartographic data. We need alien cartographic data, which I don't have, I believe. Let's see here. Nope. Don't have that. All right. And this is an outlaw system, so we need to hop back over to another system. All right. We got what we need. With everything with the exception of...
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Hold on, why is that still marked? I reloaded the restore point, didn't I? The wrong restore point. Hold it. Alright, let's try that again. That was the wrong restore point. Yeah, we need alien cartographic data. Okay, whatever, game.
Thermal protection falling.
So James Ogle says, did you see the video from the guy E? No, I have not. What's it about? Just out of curiosity, let's see what kind of a ship we've got here. Just out of curiosity, since there's a distress beacon, excuse me. Okay, it's a solar. Okay, I mean, that's not bad.
Thermal protection falling.
So, oh my god. Boo. Boo. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Oh, you know, I saw something about that on YouTube. It was one of my recommendations, but I didn't see the video. It showed up in my recommendations, but I haven't seen it.
Extreme night temperature detected.
So the observatories will typically not mark a monolith. They'll mark an ancient site. So we're not even going to waste time going there. Let's go to the freighter. Where's my freighter? There we go. No, not getting a bunch of Starship hunting done. Very easy to get distracted in this game. So was it? I'm going to have to check it out. I saw it in my recommendations, but didn't watch it. It's because I was busy working on something else. Ooh, sorry about that. Excuse me. Pardon me for a sec. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Ooh, my allergies. Pardon me. I gotta blow my nose. Excuse me for a minute. The dang allergies. Sorry about that. That caught me off guard. Oof. That was painful. That was painful. Okay, so before we do anything else, let me reload the restore point. Reload the restore point. Oh my God, that was painful. That was a painful sneeze. You guys don't know, that sneeze hurt. Because it's sinus. So not only do I have allergies, but I've also got a sinus headache as a result of it. That was a painful sneeze. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to leave this ugly ship. We'll leave that ship where it is. Let's find a camp on this planet before we go anywhere. If I can find my ship first. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's get on target. Let's return to Starship hunting.
Alert.
There we go.
Navigational data received.
Okay, harmonic echo detected. Yes, finally. All right, let's go. Distance. It's like right around the corner. All right. Let's hop out. At this point, let's shift. Let's see here. The difficulty. Let's go crafting free. Apply. All right.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay, Cellcraft, good to see you as always, brother. Take care of yourself and God bless, man. We will see you next time. Take care, brother. Okay. Let's claim the camp. Okay, scanned registers. Yeah, we're back on the hunt officially. So 10, 15, 5. That's if I can add properly. Okay, input. 10, 15, and 5. Okay, deactivate multi-tool seal. Let's see what we got. This could be a good multi-tool. This is an outlaw system, by the way. Boo! That's a whole lot of nope. Okay. Okay, let's drop a base computer. If this system has a good-looking Sentinel ship, we may just farm it. We may decide to farm it. Yeah, that does kind of suck. I do wish that solar ship had better specs on it, or looked better at least. But you get what you can. Okay, so we want, let's see here, prefabs. Cylindrical room with a door. I guess. You know what? Let's put up a wood structure. It doesn't matter. Let's do a wooden structure.
Protection falling.
There we go. And some walls. It's funny, I've got all these autophage walking around in my house now. Put up a door. Put up a wall. And some glass panel roofs. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, next, let's put some power. Always add some power. That dude's stuck in there, so that's fine. Battery. Because there could be a good Sentinel ship in this system, so let's set up a base so that we can hunt. There we go. All right, perfect. And let's give ourselves a save beacon. Just because, and just in case. Okay, that's it. Okay, James Ogle, thanks for stopping in. It was good to see you. Take care and God bless, man. We'll see you next time.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay, let us find the Sentinel ship. There we go. Locate dissonant spike. So hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. Just doing a little bit of No Man's Sky on Monday. This is the Bacon Emoji hype stream.
Incoming storm.
And here comes a stupid wall of flame. This game hates me. Alright, where's my ship?
Thermal protection fully.
There it is. There's my ship. Oh, hold it. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go. Yeah, this is the Bacon Emoji Hype live stream. What the crap is that? What is this? Hold on. You guys see that? Hold on. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Before we go anywhere, this looks like this could be a planetary archive. Yeah, this looks like a planetary archive, but I can't tell. The stupid storm is in the way. Hold on. Yeah, this looks like a planetary archive. Yeah, it's a planetary archive. That's what it is. Okay. All right. And this is the figures. It figures, right? This game is trolling the crap out of me right now. So, okay. Here's this is the planetary archive. Okay. What threw me off was this gigantic orb, if you will, as part of the structure. But I couldn't see it because of this stupid storm cloud, which if you look at this thing, right, you can see it. The storm cloud is following my ship. The storm cloud is following my ship. It's not anywhere else on the planet. It's following my ship. This game is trolling me hard, I swear. Yeah, the storm cloud's following my ship. Oh my god. So Zute, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Zute says, me too. This game is trolling the crap out of me right now. This better be a good-looking Sentinel ship. Otherwise, I'm rage quitting. Yeah, this better be a good-looking Sentinel ship. Otherwise, that's it. Stream's over.
Extreme temperature detected.
All right, what do we got? And of course, we can't see it. I have no idea what it looks like. No idea. I have no idea what this ship looks like. All right, so what do we got?
Thermal protection
Okay,
falling.
okay. So, not bad. Okay, I do take issue. I take issue with the skirt wings. I could do without the ugly skirt wings, but it's got tank treads. It's got tank treads.
Thermal protection falling.
So this is, wow, look at this thing. Hold on. Hold on a second. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, so this is a, hold on a second. This is a medium Sentinel fighter. Medium fighter, a combination of medium and skirt wings, wingtip thrusters, and tank treads. That's not a bad ship. That's not a bad ship. Tank tread landing gears, okay.
Weather update. Storm
Oh,
cleared.
now the storm clears. So what do we got? Okay, this is a C-class.
Thermal protection falling. Extreme heat damage detected. Extreme temperature detected.
Yeah, we're on fire. Hold on.
Thermal protection falling.
So Dragonheart says, fun fact about planetary archives, their structure extends deep underground well past the bedrock layer. It's completely textured, even though you won't normally see it. So it's actually rendered, huh? It's actually rendered. Interesting. Now, I didn't know that. Okay, so, chat, this is a hunt. This ship is definitely a hunt. This is not a pass, this is a hunt. So we're going to hunt for this one. Not bad. What we're going to do is anything that's below an A-class, we're going to scrap. Anything A-class and above, we're going to keep. But before we do any of that, let's go over here for a second. What do we got? Okay, inverted mirror. Yeah, whatever. Hey, don't look at me like that, bro. I will murk you out. Bro, I will murk your spider butt out. Don't be looking at me like that. I will murk you out. Just out of curiosity, what do we got here? Yep. So consider this. During my testing, I found that the scrap that you find behind the Sentinel ship, if it's valuable scrap, for example, if it's like quad servos, inverted mirrors, or what is it? Quad servos, inverted mirrors, the brains, Walker brains, any kind of high-level scrap like that, this ship is usually going to be an A-class or an S-class. If it's crappy scrap like Facium, rusted metal, if it's crap like this, it's going to be a C-class. That's something that I've noticed. We'll leave the Facium. We don't need the poop. All right, so this is a hunt. So we're going to hunt for this ship on this planet. This is a good-looking ship. My only problem is the skirt wings. That's it. All right, let's claim this thing and get moving. Exosuits. Exosuits.
Technology prepared.
Okay, nothing special. That's a good-looking ship. That's a good-looking Sentinel ship. I like that. Not bad. Not bad. Good color, too. Very good color. So this ship is a hunt. We're going to hunt for this one. Definitely going to hunt for this one. All right. So compare and claim. Okay, let's get this thing up to the Starship, or excuse me, get this thing up to the space station. Scrap it and let's keep going. So we're officially on a hunt. This is a good looking ship. This is a good looking Sentinel ship. Not bad. Again, my only problem are the skirt wings. That's it. But this is not a bad ship at all. Alright, let's get this thing to the space station. And what we're going to do is claim and scrap as we go. Anything below an A class gets scrapped. If it's a B class or C class, excuse me, A class or above, we'll keep. This is an outlaw dissonant system, so we have a 5% chance of finding an S-class starship. Not bad, though. That's a pretty good looking ship. That's a good looking ship. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is Euclid. Where's the space station? Oh, it's over there. It's like, what the crap? That's not the station. That's my capital ship. That reminds me, I need to send my my frigates out on missions, because sending the frigates out on missions not only increase their class, but they also bring back some pretty good stuff. The problem, of course, is that the missions, the countdown timers are in real, not in-game time, but real-world time. So Zute says, just found an S-class Sentinel, but it's small and risky dinky with skirt wings. Hey, at least it's an S-class. Does it have good supercharged slots on it? It might be worth keeping. At least it's an S-class. Okay, anything we can salvage from this ship? Let's take a look. Starship. We can salvage the rocket launcher, but I think that's it. So, yeah, we'll do that. And the rest is scrap. Okay. Not bad. That's a good looking ship, so we're going to hunt for that one. Perfect. Okay, where to find upgrades? Begin salvage analysis. Hopefully, look at that, 22 million units. Yes, please. You know what I hope? You know what I want to see for the next update, No Man's Sky? I want the ability to create custom Sentinel ships. Just like we can do with some of the other ships in the game, I want the ability to create my own custom Sentinel starship. That's what I want. Okay, that's the wrong ship. So we got... Ooh! We actually got a storage augmentation out of that one. Yeah, I already had one storage augmentation in my inventory. We picked up a storage augmentation from that C-class. This is a good Sentinel or good system to harvest or to farm for storage augmentations. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's talk to this guy who's under his ship. I can barely see him. Okay, so we want to offer to trade. We want to sell. Compressed indium. I can't speak because my nose is clogged and I've got really bad allergies right now. Okay, Starship AI valves, goodbye. Recycle circuitry. Do not sell the storage augmentations. Those things are worth gold. Okay, spool of nano cables. Alright. Perfect. And no, I don't want your ship. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's get rid of these C-class upgrades. Oh, you know what? Let's hold on to them. We can sell those in bulk. We can sell those in bulk. So, we do have a base on that planet. Let's head back down there. Okay, my bases. And we actually got to get a picture. We have to take a picture of that base because I have no idea what's here. Yeah, but this, Zoot, this is a very good star system to hunt or to farm Starship upgrades. I can't speak. My nose is clogged. Sorry about that. Yeah, the storage augmentations. It's a very good system for that. The C-class upgrades are kind of meh. They're no big deal. But storage augmentations, definitely. Okay.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Next Starship. Oh, hold up before we do anything. Let's get a picture of this base. Screenshots. Worst picture ever, but that's fine. We want to call this so that we can identify it. We want to call this base this is a medium Sentinel. Medium Sentinel. Skirt wings. Medium Sentinel skirt. Well, I spelled that wrong. Skirt. Skirt wings. Tank treads. Okay. Medium Sentinel skirt wings, tank treads. That way I know exactly what it is. Okay.
Weather warning.
Upload.
Incoming storm.
All right. Now let's find another base. This is ridiculous. Hold on a second. These storms are killing me. They're killing me. Let's put a wall right there. And a wall right there. All right. So Zach Addington says everybody seems to stream on PS5 instead of Xbox. I would argue that the PlayStation 5, if you're someone that live streams directly from your console, I would argue that the PlayStation 5 has a better live streaming environment, has better live streaming capability. The Xbox Series X has it also, but I don't think it's as refined. Now, I play Grand Theft Auto Online from both console and PC, but for my console, I output the HDMI signal to a capture card, to a dedicated capture device that I've got connected to my PC. Now, the actual capture card itself has HDMI pass-through, so I can send the signal right back to my TV with zero latency. So I stream from the console, but that the actual stream that you're seeing right now, for example, that's being streamed by my PC. It's not coming directly from the console. All of the upload and encoding is done by my PC. So the only thing my console, for example, is responsible for is the actual stream itself, or the game. I'm sorry, the actual game. Let me fix these walls. Hold on a second. So let's delete that. In its place, timber door. There we go. Let's put that arch. And the reason I'm putting arches here is because unless you have walls, you can still be affected by the storm. So it's a ridiculous game mechanic, but go figure. So as long as we're under the arch, we're perfectly fine. Okay, let's go. I'll take my brand new squid ship. And thank you guys for sticking with us. Hope you guys are having a beautiful Monday. Here in Japan, we're coming up on raining season. Yeah, we're about to have rainy season here really soon, which means for the next month, straight, it's gonna rain. It's going to rain. It's not going to be very pleasant at all, but it won't be too terribly hot. Now, the funny thing is that immediately after rainy season ends, the temperature is going to kick up to 11 billion. It's going to be ridiculously hot. It'll be insanely hot here. So, not really looking forward to that.
Extreme night temperature detected.
So, Zute says, is an S-class Sentinel with 2 supercharged slots connected and the other two spaces 2 slots apart on either side. Okay, yes, that's a good ship. Because remember that adjacency bonuses are important. So even if you have supercharged slots that are not directly adjacent to each other, but maybe they're 1 slot apart, you can still get some good bonuses out of that. You get good damage. And usually, if it's a weapon, if I'm using a weapon or something like that, or building a weapon, I'll take the actual weapon, put it in between the 2 supercharged slots, and put the actual upgrades in the slots around the weapon. So that's still pretty good. What you want to try to avoid are starships with all 4 supercharged slots completely spread out. So Velivida says, incoming storm it sounds like. Yes. Here in Japan, oh yeah, raining season is no joke. It's going to rain for like a month straight. So Miriam asks, how long have I been in Japan? I've lived in Japan since 1992. Yeah, you heard that correctly, 1992. And long story short about how I ended up here. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. I served in the U.S. military a long time ago. And in 1992, I got stationed here in Japan. I found myself stationed here in Japan. And after having separated from the U.S. Navy in 1995, I just decided to stay. So I've been here ever since. Hasn't been easy because of the language barrier and everything else, but definitely quite the experience. And then, of course, I woke up one morning recently and realized it's been well over 30 plus years, and I'm still here. Ridiculous, right? But that's how I ended up here in Japan. I'm an ex-military veteran, I should say, military veteran, and yeah, when I separated from the military, I decided to stay. All right, so what do we got? Well, runaway mold. This is probably a B class, although that's classified as junk. This is probably another S or A class. Here, give me that junk. I'll take that. Give me that. Give me the junk. That's what she said. So yeah, you're watching a live stream directly from Japan today. Okay. Yep, C class, just as I thought. Let's claim it and keep going. Anything good? Okay, so we have a phase beam and a B-class phase beam upgrade. That's not bad. Not bad. I can equip this on other starships. Not bad. No supercharged slots exposed. So yeah, this is definitely a scrapper. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to head back to my base as soon as I can find it. There we go. Head back to the base, and then I can teleport directly to the space station from here. Knights Gaming, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Zach Addington, you got a bunch of us old guys out there that still play video games, man. Yeah, well into my 50s. Well into my 50s. And I absolutely love video gaming. I was around back in the early 70s. And I remember playing Pong for the first time in, what was it, 1978? So yeah, definitely goes a way back. Well, Knights Gaming, good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Just having a little bit of a No Man's Sky Monday afternoon. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Now, for anyone that watches my GTA content, Grand Theft Auto will return on Wednesday. So we're always going to have a No Man's Sky Wednesday. You better believe, not No Man's Sky, Grand Theft Auto. So Nice Gaming says he's 56. I'm right up there with you, bro. I'm right up there with you, man. Right up there with you. And like I said, I enjoy playing video games. Enjoy it. Now, I appreciate you being here, man. Thanks so much for stopping in. Yeah, if I sound nasally, it's because my sinuses have gone out the airlock. They took one small step for mankind. Right out the airlock. Right out the freaking airlock, and I can't stand it. Because again, for me, whenever I get the allergies like this, it's not only the runny nose and everything else, but it's the stupid sinus headache that comes along with it. All right, let's go scrap this ship. That's a good-looking ship. I like it. I like it. That's a nice ship.
Thermal protection
All right.
falling.
Let's go back to the space station. So Zute says, I'm 33, but I use gaming as a distraction from being on disability and in pain. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Very sorry to hear that. But again, that's why we play games, man. That's why I play video games. Well, this is what I do. I'm a full-time content creator, so this is what I do. I stepped away from the corporate BS world, if you will, just to take my life in a different direction. But when I made this decision, knowing that I had an off-ramp. So in a few short years for me, I'll be able to apply for and get my federal pension, because I worked for the I call them the racist federal government, because that's what they are. I worked for those guys for 30 years plus. So when the time comes, I'll get my pension. So that's why I decided to take my life in a different direction. I just wanted to do something different for a change. But I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad I can bring you some form of entertainment. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so let's go. Okay, give me those upgrades, please. Thank you. So we're going to package this one. And we're going to package that one. So Zach says, buddy of mine is 60 playing Xbox. I've been playing with him for the past 10 years. Just turned 31 in May. Nice, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I remember, this is a funny story, because I also collect game consoles. I remember when I bought my first original Xbox console back in 2000 and 2001. I still have it. It still works. So that was back in the early day of online console playing. Zoot, yeah, exactly. As long as we enjoy what we're doing, that's all that matters. And I enjoy content creation. Content creation is not only fun, but for me, it's rewarding, because I'm, first of all, doing something that I studied in college, because I studied, my degree is in computer science. Part of that computer science degree involved video editing and production. So I'm doing something that I studied in college. More to the point, I'm actually doing something that is fulfilling, as opposed to working for a bunch of people that just doesn't, they don't give a damn about you or anything that you do for them, as long as you can do something for them. So I had to walk away from that. Okay, excuse me, let's scrap the ship. And I gotta blow my nose. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. Oof. Okay, we want to begin salvage analysis. Excuse me. 28 million. I will take that. Claim. All right. Okay, and yep, we got another storage augmentation. Perfect. Okay, let's sell some stuff. We'll talk to this guy. Dang it, he just took off. All right, let's catch the other guy before he leaves. Okay. Okay, so we want to sell everything. So, compressed indium.
Units received.
Recycled circuitry.
Units received.
Subatomic
Units
regulators.
received.
AI valves.
Units received.
Spool of nanocables.
Units received.
Perfect. Okay, that's it. So, Zach Addington says, my family worked in the U.S. government and military Pentagon. My grandfather and uncle had access to classified files. They got to Area 51. Yeah, nice. My grandfather actually served in World War II. Yeah, he fought in World War II in the Pacific. And it was the stories that he used to tell me that prompted me to join the U.S. Navy. That's why I did it. in memory of my grandfather. And of course to serve my country at the time. But then of course when I separated from the military, I went to the corporate side of the federal government, and those guys are the biggest bunch of bigots I've ever seen in my life. They're bigots. There's no ways around it. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, alright, let's head back to the base. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, but I'm always proud of my military service. I was proud to serve my country. So, if nothing else, that's the main takeaway. Proud to have served my country. You know, I would have stayed in longer if I hadn't suffered a service-connected disability. Yeah, Zoot, exactly. It does. Okay, so my base. So I got to take another picture of that base. I forgot to upload it. Okay, let's see here. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, upload. Thank you.
Thermal protection falling.
Hey, let me refresh this. 1080. Thank you. Okay, dissonant spike. Let's see if we can get lucky. We might be able to find an S-class. If anything, we're making some really good progress. We're getting all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, Zach Addington, that's fairly accurate. But I can almost guarantee you that there's some stuff that goes on in Area 51 that we're not supposed to know about. There's some stuff that happens there that we're not supposed to know about. And this is not conspiracy theory either. So, but yeah, you're right about that. That is true. Okay, we found it. Let's go. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us on this No Man's Sky Monday. I apologize for sounding nasally. My allergies have gone haywire. It better not be raining outside either, because I've got my laundry outside. What we're doing is good old-fashioned Starship hunting. So we've completed the Nexus weekend mission. And we're just hunting Sentinel starships. And see if we can come across something good. Now, we did find a good Sentinel ship on this planet. But we're getting stuck with a bunch of C classes. Which is perfectly fine because we're scrapping them as we go. Let's see what we got here for junk. Okay, Pugnium, so this is probably a B class. We'll take that. This is probably a B class.
Thermal protection falling.
So Zach says one of the alien races was a Type 4 civilization. Yeah, that's the stuff that they don't tell us about. Okay, yep, I was right. This is a B class. This is a B class. I was correct. So, if you come over here to the actual scrap area and you inspect the scrap, if it's junk, like facium or rusty metal or the runaway mold, it's going to be a C class. We just got some Pugnium, so it's a B class. Anything else will be an A class or above. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's claim this thing and move on. Yeah, B class.
Technology prepared.
Okay. Yeah, B class. Supercharged slots are way spread out. So this is a scrapper. This one is definitely a scrapper. Compare and claim. Yeah, but that's the stuff that they don't want us to know about.
Thermal protection falling.
It is funny because I like to watch on TV. I like to watch History Channel and Discovery Channel. Not Discovery, but National Geographic, where you'll have those documentaries about Area 51. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay, got to make some batteries soon.
Technology recharging.
Yeah, but that's the stuff that we're not supposed to know about. Because as Jack Nicholson once said, you can't handle the truth. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is definitely a scrapper. Okay, let's head back. Head back to the base. We'll teleport back up to the space station, scrap the ship, rinse and repeat. This is also a very good way to make a lot of units in the game. So we're at 429 million units so far, just from scrapping ships. And again, I do apologize if I sound nasally. My sinuses are not cooperating today. But I appreciate you guys being here. We're hunting Sentinel ships. Now, you guys sound off down in the comments. Let me know if you want this Sentinel ship or this style of Sentinel ship.
Incoming storm.
And I will give you the glyphs for this planet, or for the star system. So sound off in the chat if you guys want this Sentinel ship. It's a good-looking ship. My only problem are the skirt wings, but I totally can vibe with the tank tread landing gear. I can definitely get behind the tank tread landing gear. Well, that's, Zach, that's the conspiracy theory, yes. That is definitely the conspiracy theory. Okay, let us head back up to the space station, scrap this thing, and keep going. So, space stations, current system. Let's go. I want to see if we can actually find an S-class of one of these. It is possible this is an outlaw dissonant system, so we have a high chance, a 5% chance that is, of finding one. Okay, we'll farm this. You're just trying to clear up some space in my inventory. Okay, we'll take that dihydrogen. Thank you. This, we'll put that in the freighter. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. All right, so begin analysis. 18 million, yes please. All right. Let's sell this guy the stuff. Hey, you, want to sell you some stuff. Okay, offer to trade. Sell, keep the salvage glass, compressed indium.
Units received.
There we go. Starship AI valves.
Units received.
Subatomic regulators.
Units received.
Spool of nano cables.
Units received.
Okay. Yeah, we got some B class too. Yeah, all of which we can sell, so let's talk to this guy. So Miriam says, I would like that ship when you get back. I have an orange one, but I like the color. Okay, sure. Let's, actually, I can give you the glyphs to the star system. In just a second. Let me sell this. Sell, and sell. Okay. We just made some money. Okay, so remember, this is the Euclid Galaxy, okay? This is also a pirate system. This is an outlawed dissonant system, which means you have a 5% chance of finding an S-class starship here, or an S-class multi-tool for that matter. So the glyphs for the star system are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, and that'll get you here to the star system. So just find the actual planet, set up a base, and you can farm these ships all day long. Until, of course, you find the class of ship that you want. Okay. Teleporter. Oh, yeah, Miriam, no problem at all. So my base is... Seriously? I took a picture of that base already. Come on, game. Quit trolling me. The game's trolling hard right now. Yeah, but this starship is definitely a hunt. Definitely worth the hunt.
Storm clearing.
Oh, good. Storm's clearing. Save beacon. Okay, let's find another starship. Let's see what we got this time. Definitely a hot planet.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Okay, next. 21 minutes. Hopefully we can get lucky with this one. Hopefully we can get lucky. And so far, this has actually been a ton of fun. I wasn't really expecting the Sentinel ship in this star system to look this good. My only real problem with it are the skirt wings. Oh, excuse me, is the skirt wings. That's it. That's my only problem. The rest of the starship looks pretty cool. I like it. So Miriam, give me 1 second. As soon as we land, I will let you know. Yeah, it's the only dissonant planet in this star system, so it shouldn't be hard to find. There we go. So, it's the only dissonant planet in the system. This planet is called, if I can get around here. Okay, so the planet is, okay, I can't pronounce that. Totally cannot pronounce that. So, but it is, what is that? Usethim 19. Usethim 19, apparently. That's the name of the planet. This is a desolate planet. It's the only desolate planet in this star system. It's also the only dissonant planet in the star system. So DeForest James Smith, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Tipsy McStagger, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, this Tiger Striped ship, this squid ship, I found this during the what expedition was that? The most recent one? I found this one during the Relics expedition. I don't have a video up on my channel about this one yet, but if you search my live streams for the Relics expedition, it's in one of those. This was a first wave spawn at the, where the crap was it? I would like to say the second rendezvous point. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But I have the location on where to find this ship. It would just take me some time to find it. Miriam, no problem at all. Okay, so what do we got? More Pugium. It's a B class. It's a B class. So we'll stick this in Starship. Yeah, this is without a doubt a B class. Oh, I stand corrected. It's a C class. Oops. Okay, never mind. Ship. Oh, excuse me. Exosuit, we'll put that in ship. Alright. Claim it. Nothing spectacular. Okay, let's compare and claim. Alright, let's go scrap this thing. So Miriam says she has a green. You got a green one? Seriously, you got a green? I would love to see a green exotic or green squid ship. So Tipsy says. Seriously? Where? Oh, okay. If I gotta murk out some pirates, I will. Yeah, squids. Let me say that the squid ships are probably the most rare ship in No Man's Sky. Because every star system has an exotic ship. But not every star system has a squid exotic ship. So you more than likely have a higher chance of finding a royal exotic than you will of finding a squid exotic. The squid ships are probably the most rare ships in the game. That is, yeah, Miriam, that's pretty impressive. I would love to see a green one. Oh, heck no. That dude's shooting at me, bro. You're done. You're done, son. You're done. You're done. Where is he? You're done, son. Give me your stuff. Oh, I guess this pirate didn't realize that my squadron was in the system with me. You're done, son. Get out of here. Get wrecked. The dude's flying the crap out of that shuttle. Goodbye.
Starships defeated.
Alright, problem solved. Problem solved. I guess he didn't realize that I actually had my squadron in the star system with me. Alright, let's go. Let's not be distracted, shall we? So, DeForest James Smith says, what do you think the update will be? Or what I would like added? I think the update, it's funny because remember that prior to the bacon emoji, Sean Murray released a clock emoji. I think that clock was indicative of a countdown. A countdown to what is the question, but I think that countdown is probably about having something to do with the upcoming Game Awards. More specifically, Light No Fire. I think it has something to do with Light No Fire, their next game. Now, the update, because Sean Murray likes to play on words, I think the update is potentially, I mean, it's a strip of bacon, or actually it's 3 strips of bacon now. So I think Sean Murray, oh my God, not again. I think that Sean Murray is probably setting us up for a beacon update. Probably a beacon update, something having to do with Light No Fire. Now, what I personally would like to see added is I would like to see Sentinel Starship customization. That's what I would like to see. I would really like to see Sentinel Starship customization. Now, this idea, remember there was talk about the possibility of AI being added to No Man's Sky. I would really have a conversation with. That'd be pretty cool. Up. Don't you crash on me. Don't you crash on me, game. Don't crash. Sorry about that. Yeah, give it a second. Give it a second. Yeah, give it a second. No Man's Sky does this on occasion. Yeah, give me 1 second. The game was about to crash. We're on PC, by the way. This is why this happens. Yeah, give me a second.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Let me land the ship. The stuttering should clear up in just a second. Let me hop out for just a sec. Let's go to F8. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, we're good. We're good. Give me a second, let me refresh my page. Yeah, the game was just about to crash, which tends to happen a lot on PC. So Miriam says, my daughter who started playing No Man's Sky helped me find this last year. Okay. When I was just starting and didn't think of saving any addresses or anything. She has an orange one. Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, Miriam, agreed. I think the next update's going to be pretty big. I think it'll be pretty big. Sean Murray's already reposted or retweeted 3 bacon strips. So he just posted 3 bacon strips on his Twitter page. We should probably keep our eyes open for the Gib. The Gib is on its way. If we get a Gib and the cowboy outfit, it's going to be a big update. So I assume that the update's going to release probably on Wednesday. And yes, we're going to live stream No Man's Sky probably Wednesday night, more than likely, if that's the case. Okay, so space stations, current system, let's go. Get some water, jeez. Oh, that's good. That's better. Okay, we're here. Anything we can dismantle from the ship? Yes. Oh, look at all the stuff we got. Dismantle this. This is actually not a bad combat ship either. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, we got another freaking Korvax casing. I think I'll hold on to that one this time. Okay, sorry about that. I've got the window open and it's hot in here, so there may be some weird noises outside. Okay, begin analysis. 16 million, yes please. Alright, claim. And we got another storage augmentation. Perfect. Very nice. All right, let's talk to this guy. Sell the C-Class upgrades. Sell. Hyperdrive, Starship. And we'll keep those 2. Okay. Yeah, Miriam, the game was about to crash, so that's why it's happening. That's why it's happening. Do yourself a favor, refresh your browser. Refresh your browser. That should fix the problem. But the reason that happened is because the game was about to crash on PC. So, yeah, that's why that happens. That does happen on occasion whenever I play No Man's Sky from my PC. So try refreshing your browser. That should fix it. Before we do, let's swap ships. There we go. That's better. Put that ship. All right. Let's sell the rest. Okay. Okay, sell. Compressed indium scrap. Okay, Starship AI valves. There we go. Spool of nano cables. Get out of here. Subatomic regulators. Goodbye. Okay, perfect. Okay, teleporter. But yeah, so if anybody out there is having difficulty with the stream, or if the stream seems like it's stuttering a bit, the game was about to crash about 2 or 3 minutes ago. So that's why there was a bit of a pause there during the stream. So if that happens, if you refresh your browser right now, everything should be okay. If I'm looking at a restream on my laptop, everything seems to be okay. Alright, so my bases. All right, one more time. Let's go. We're on the hunt. Okay, locate dissonant spike. Now, I will say that I've had some of the worst luck finding A and S class ships recently in No Man's Sky. I think that's just the RNG turning against me. Let's go. Let me refresh my page. Looks like chat stopped. There we go. Let's refresh that. Get rid of that. Okay. $50 away. Jeez.
Warning. Threat detected.
Well, this is a pirate system after all. If that pirate comes over here, he's getting wrecked. If that dude comes over here, he's getting wrecked. I swear. If he shoots at me... You know, where is he at? Where is he? You know what? We're going to take him out anyway. We're going to murk him out anyway. Let's take this dude out.
Hostile ships approaching.
Oh.
Hostile ships defeated.
Give me your stuff. Okay. Now, before we were so rudely interrupted... Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So I am very excited. Very excited about the upcoming update. Again, Sean Murray likes to play on words, so the bacon, someone had a good idea that it could be a cooking overhaul. Someone also mentioned that it could be about making bacon, and that is making money in No Man's Sky. Because bacon does translate to money, believe it or not. Anything is possible.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay, those are both inverted mirrors. Okay, no big deal. I think that I personally think that the bacon is a play on words for beacon. And we could be seeing something along the lines of the Waypoint update back in 2023. That's just a wild guess because I really can't conceive of what Hello Games and Sean Murray is thinking of right now. Okay, so what do we got? It's another C-class. Boo. Ship. Exosuits.
Technology prepared.
Okay, we got 2 more of those. Compare and claim. Okay. Oh, we got quad servos. Nice. We'll take those because we can sell them. 10 quad servos. Wow. Joe, we just got a massive donation from Cody the Security Bear. Hey, Cody, what's up, brother? How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Can we please get some 07s out there in chat right now? Proper hand salute to Cody the Security Bear, who just beat the game. Cody, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks for that massive donation, brother. As always, thanks for your continued support, man. Thank you so much. It's good to see you, Cody. Cody says, bacon or beacon? I think Sean Murray likes to play on those words, man. I think it's beacon. But he totally put out a strip of bacon yesterday on his Twitter, which was funny. I think it's beacon. Well, look, Cody, as long as it's not the nightmare sausage, we're good. Anything except nightmare sausage. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go back to the Utopia expedition. But Cody, good to see you, man. Good to see you as always. Everybody, Cody the Security Bear is also a fellow content creator. If you haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, show him some love. Cody, since you're a mod on the channel, if you would like to post a link to your channel, you may do so if you want. Alright, let's go. We're going to scrap and rinse and repeat. Where the crap is my base? There it is. Found it. Yeah, 30 minutes. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Nope. Not even close. And again, if I sound congested or nasally, it's because I am. Sinuses have gone haywire. They've walked right out the airlock.
Extreme temperature detected.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Cody, also wanted to let you know that I saw your videos on the Merriweather phone calls, I guess, the Merriweather's response. I hadn't laughed so hard in a very long time. I literally had tears coming out of my eyes. Those videos were hilarious, man. Good job on that. That sounds a lot like Merriweather, doesn't it? I literally had tears coming out of my eyes, bro. That was hilarious.
Thermal protection falling.
The Merriweather phone calls. That was hilarious. Okay, stations. Okay, it's 5:43. Yo, we just got another massive donation from Miriam Navarro Chase. Hey, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Miriam, who just beat the game. Thank you so much for that donation. Thanks for your generosity, and thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. Miriam says, so enjoying your stream. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Are we here? Yes, we are. Let's snag these. I can always put these in a different ship. There we go. Okay, where is salvage? Here we go. Salvage is over here. So Cody says, I didn't know there were so many variants of the Merriweather phone calls, from destroying their chopper and trying to call them again. I'm actually surprised that Merriweather even answered the phone. I laughed so hard, I had tears coming out of my eyes, man. That was funny. That was hilarious. Okay, so... At least someone at Rockstar Games has a sense of humor. That's all I got to say. So Miriam says, you're very welcome. Well, thank you very much. Again, I do appreciate you being here. Okay, so begin analysis. Wolf Sikorsky, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, been playing through Mafia on classic difficulty. Good game. Very good game. Okay, claim scrap 34 mil. Why? Oh, because this ship has more storage slots on it. That's why it's so expensive. All right, let's scrap it. Okay, let's get rid of the C-class upgrades because we don't need them. Let's talk to the Gek with the really funny frills, I guess. The feathers, I don't know what those are. Cell, hyperdrive, Starship. Let's talk to this guy. Okay. Cell. Indium scrap.
Units received.
Yeah, we made a crap ton of money today, too. And some storage augmentations. Okay, Starship AI valves.
Units received.
We'll sell the quad servos.
Units received.
Spool of nano cables.
Units received.
There we go. Subatomic regulators.
Units received.
Nice, we got suspicious packages. I will take those. Yeah, that package is sus. That package is totally sus. That's what she said. Is that everything? Is that it? Yep. So let's get the other ship out here. Ooh, hold it. Hold it. Hold the phone. Hold it. Hold on 1 second. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Pump the brakes, people. We got ourselves a hot rod. Look at that. So that is a single thruster tri-wing hot rod. Because of the filter that's being used in here, I can't tell what color this is. That's a good looking ship. Don't see too many hot rods in the game. That's a good looking ship. Nice. Okay, well, if you guys want this ship, those are the glyphs, lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Very nice ship. So what is this? It's a C-class. Boo. It's okay, though. They do spawn in S-classes, by the way. Okay, let's see. Are we done here? Yes, we are. Almost. Where's my ship? Are we done here? That's what she said. Yeah, Zute, that was a good-looking ship, wasn't it? That's a good-looking ship. That ship will always spawn in this star system. Not bad. I just can't see the color. Okay, let's get the other ship out here. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay, next. Let's get one more ship from this star system, and we'll hop over to another star system that I just found. I just found it on the save, and we'll hunt for a ship there. Okay. Okay, locate dissonant spikes. This planet absolutely sucks. I think we scrapped probably 6 or 7 ships so far. From this planet alone. Alright. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. So, Operation Katana asks, how many star systems are there in the game? First of all, Operation Katana, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. There are... 256 galaxies. Each galaxy, I can't think of the exact number, but I think there's like 11 billion different star systems in No Man's Sky. That's billion with a B. And that's because the entire game is procedurally generated. So it's all random number generation. But I'd have to Google it. As a matter of fact, let me Google it right now. We can find out right now. So if I Google No Man's, if I learn how to use a keyboard, hold on a second. How many star systems? Oh, excuse me. I was off by a few trillion. So there are 256 galaxies. 256 galaxies in No Man's Sky. And there are 4.3 trillion star systems. That's trillion with a T. Excuse the crap out of me. Holy cow. So Operation Katana, someone did the math and calculated that if every player who's ever played No Man's Sky visited every star system in this game, it would take about 1,000 years. 1,000 real world years. So, something to that effect. So yeah, it is virtually impossible to visit every star system. No two star systems are exactly the same. So, Cody says, yesterday I went shopping. I found an off-brand Monopoly game for the city I live in. Imagine Baltimore-opoly, but for a different system. Cody, are you serious? Oh no, if it's Baltimore-opoly, then chances are it's all slums. There is no boardwalk or park place in Baltimore, let me tell you that. Yeah, Operation Katana, yes, this is the real Interstellar. But see, that procedural generation is a good thing because no two star systems are the same. No two starships are exactly the same either. So everything in this game is different. From the rocks all the way down to the fauna, flora, starships, all of it. No, there are no two exact items or things in this game. There's always going to be some slight variance to it. And like I said, that is a good thing. Are we here yet? Okay, what do we got? Ooh, oh my god, none of the C-class. Yeah, they're all coming up C-class. So, I think what we're going to do is probably shift focus to another star system after we claim this ship. Oh, you know what? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Yeah, nothing here. Okay, let's compare and claim. All right.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Let's do one more. Maybe we'll get lucky. Again, this is definitely a good ship worth the hunt, in my opinion.
Extreme temperature detected.
A lot of C-class starships on this planet, but that's okay. This is the best opportunity to farm materials. Specifically Starship augmentations. Storage augmentations. Yeah, Miriam, this is a good looking ship. It is. Again, my only problem is with the skirt wings, but that's a minor problem. This thing's got tank tread landing gear. I mean, how cool is that? But this is a pretty good looking ship. Alright, let's head back up to the station, scrap one more. Bases. Not bases, stations. Current system. That's unfortunate because usually in an outlaw system, an outlaw dissonant system, you have a 5% chance of finding an S-class of almost anything. So far, they've all been C-class and B-class. So, Cody, let me show you. No Man's Sky is a single-player game with multiplayer capabilities. So, basically, what you've got here, you've got player groups where you can play with up to 4 people, okay? Or you can activate multiplayer, okay? You can turn on your multiplayer and go to the space anomaly. And the space anomaly will actually populate. It's like the central hub for the game. It'll populate with all of the other current and active players who are playing No Man's Sky at the time. So typically, because I don't, this is a peer-to-peer network topology because I don't like peer-to-peer. It's less safe. It's less secure than normal network setups. I always disable multiplayer. And I always set my group to invite only and disable PvP. I turn that off as well so that there's no griefing. Because griefing can take place in No Man's Sky. But if, let's say, for example, you wanted some players to join your group, each player, myself included, has a friend code, okay? So all you have to do is give that friend code to someone that you want to join your group. They'll put that friend code into their game, and they can join your session. So that's how players can play together, in a private session, if you will. Or you can simply just turn on multiplayer and go to the space anomaly, and there'll be a bunch of players there with you. But because this is a peer-to-peer network, I choose to leave multiplayer off. Okay, Starship. So Zach Addington says, have you played Mass Effect or Dead Space? Haven't played Dead Space, I've played Mass Effect, excuse me. Absolutely love Mass Effect. As a matter of fact, I bought Mass Effect the Ultimate Edition, the remaster. I bought that on at the Epic Store. It was like $5. It's like, it was the whole thing, all Mass Effect, the entire trilogy. Was the remaster, the entire trilogy of the remaster. It was like $5 on Epic. I said, you've got to be kidding me. Give me that game. So yeah, definitely worth it. Mass Effect is one of my favorite franchises. Even, here's the deal. Even Mass Effect Andromeda was a good game. It wasn't as good as the original trilogy, but I think the problem with Mass Effect Andromeda was that it tried to be too much like the original trilogy when it wasn't. So if Mass Effect Andromeda were its own separate game, and if people played it as its own separate game, it would have done better. Mass Effect Andromeda is a pretty good game, in my opinion. So Zute asks, what does it mean when a dissonant system has no harmonics detected? Correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't it be there? It depends. If the dissonant planet is an anomaly planet, then there will be no there'll be no abandoned camp. There'll be no Sentinel ships on that planet or in that system. So if the dissonant planet is an anomaly planet, the one differentiating factor, I guess, if you want to call it that, has to be the anomaly planets. And anomaly planets, I can't speak today. Anomaly planets typically prevent the spawning, if you will, of any kind of dissonant signature. So the dissonant planet will be there. You'll have all of the dissonant spawns, with the exception of the autophage, the Sentinel, the dissonant Sentinels will be there. The corrupted Sentinels will be there, but there will be no Sentinel starships and no autophage camps. So that's why it'll say you'll get the message stating that there are no dissonants detected, because the planet with the dissonant system or in the dissonant system is an anomaly planet. So Miriam says, "Oh yeah, I didn't know I had PvP on while on an expedition, and when I was running to my wraith, some idiot shot me and ended me." That is, yeah. You got the idiot part right. You got people like that in No Man's Sky too. There are griefers everywhere. So Halo, Halo is yes. The only Halo game that I didn't like was Halo, is the live service trash game that they've got right now, Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is garbage. The other Halo games are awesome. No problem. Okay. There's Mr. Rocket Ship again. Look at this guy. Let's talk to him. That's a good looking ship. He's got a good looking ship right there. I do like that one. How much does he want for that thing anyway? It's a crap C class, but you know. Oh, so check this out. It's chrome and orange. That's chrome. That's either chrome and orange or chrome and yellow. I don't think I've seen one that looks like that before, but that's a good looking ship. I like that. Very nice ship. No, we're not going to buy it. It's a C class. So Operation Katana says, I have close to 120 million. You're talking about in Grand Theft Auto, right? Okay, so we want to offer to trade. Sell. Keep the salvage glass. Compressed indium scrap. There we go. AI valves. Recycled circuitry. There we go. Spool of nano cables. Okay, perfect. So yeah, Operation Katana, I'm probably going to release a video, not this week, but maybe next week, once we get information about the upcoming DLC, which we should be getting hopefully sometime this week or next event week, on how much it's going to cost. The possible cost of the actual DLC. Some players have asked how much they're more than likely going to have to pay or how much they'll need for the DLC. But in general, if you're trying to buy all the cars, the business property, and everything else, probably going to cost about 20 to 30 mil. Me, typically, I'll buy the property, maybe a car, and an aircraft, and that'll be about it. And that's because I'm running out of garage space. Now, hopefully, the next business property we can buy will allow us, or should I say will give us, additional garage space. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's take a look at bases. A-class Switchblade. I think that's on a different save. Yeah, because we've been there already. A-class Switchblade, Switchblade 3+1. Yeah, we've totally been there already. Okay, let's shift focus because I found another star system with a different ship that I haven't visited yet. So, what we're going to do, let's create a restore point. Let's stay on the pirate station. Let's make a manual restore point. Okay, let's change saves. Let's go to mode select. So, which save was that? Zach Addington says, Halo's 1, 2, 3, and Reach are the best. ODST was okay. 4 and 5, Infinite, didn't really like them very much. I would agree with that, with the exception of Halo ODST, I thought was fun. I thought Halo ODST was fun because it gave us a single-player campaign that focused specifically on the ODST. Because up until then, you never got to play as ODST, but they were part, or they're still part, of the Halo canon. So, Polestar, Singularity... Singularity? Was that it? Livestream, Let's Play... I think this is it. Hold it. I think that's the one. Slow-mo, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, this is the wrong save. Oops. That's the wrong save. Polestar. Livestream, Let's Play within medium interceptor dorsal stabilizers. Is that it? Let's see. Polestar. Was it Singularity? I swear I can't remember. I got too many saves. So Slow-mo says, for no reason, for no real reason, but I'm thinking I'll do some contact missions like Vincent or ULP, which I don't mind. The ULP or Operation Paper Trail contact missions are fun. The Paper Trail missions are definitely fun. Katana says, I can see you play this game, its vastness. This game is ridiculously huge. It is ridiculously huge. That's what she said. Let's see. Custom. Singularity. Minor Settlement Outlaw System. Minor Settlement Outlaw System. That's not it. I think maybe this is it. Singularity. So, Reigns 2545, what's up, brother? How are you, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Daggers POV, hello. How are you today? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, just doing a little bit of Monday afternoon No Man's Sky. Gonna have to wrap things up here shortly because I swear I'm gonna murk those guys out. Murk these dudes out. Get out of here. And where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Get out of here. Shut up. Murk that dude out too. Man, those guys suck. Okay, so this wasn't it. This wasn't the save. So Zute says, I just found my first 2 dissonant planets inside a pirate-controlled system. Well, we now know that that's possible. You can find multiple dissonant planets in a single system. So that's actually pretty good. That should increase your chances of finding an S-class. All right. Okay, so I think I was demonstrating to someone exactly what this ship was. All right. I get it now. Let's hop in. Oh, okay, okay. So I haven't claimed that ship yet. All right. All right. So now we know what's here. All right. Mode select. Yeah, Brains 2545, the valet guy gets a day off. Mr. Valet guy gets a day off. Until Wednesday night, anyway. Until Wednesday night. Okay, so Singularity, Polestar. Let's go to the... This says aboard Space Anomaly. Is that it? That can't be it. Well... off camera, off stream, I found a dissonant star system. Yeah, this is not it. This is not it. This is not the one. I don't think it is anyway. Let me check. Let's check bases. Let's check the bases. I don't think this is the one. So Operation Katana says it's kind of crazy that this game is actually complete and Star Citizen isn't. Star Citizen is the biggest freaking scam I've ever seen. Star Citizen, and here's the deal, Star Citizen is not for normal game players. It's not for normal gamers. Star Citizen is for the whales out there who are willing to spend thousands of dollars on JPEGs. Chris Roberts, the developer for Star Citizen, Cloud Imperium Studios or whatever they're called, he has sold his fans, all of the Star Citizen fans out there, on the promise of at some point having a complete game. Not on completing the game, on the promise of completing the game. Okay? Star Citizen has been in development for the better part of 12 years or so, even more I think, and has crowdfunded well over a couple of $1 billion. I could be wrong about that number, but the Star Citizen has made a crap ton of money. And what's the scam part is that it doesn't appear that Star Citizen will ever be complete. Because guess what? It's a good marketing strategy. Recent. Yeah, this is not it. My base is... Scorched Minor Settlement. Outlaw Dissonant Minor said, yeah, I don't think this is the save. Okay, never mind. But you get the idea. They literally sold their fans on the promise of getting a completed game someday. But if you keep giving us money, we'll ensure that we give you a complete game at some point. But until then, here are some JPEGs of starships that we're selling for hundreds, if not thousands of freaking dollars that at some point we're going to create and give you. But we want you to pay us that money now. Yeah, Star Citizen is the biggest scam ever, I swear. Okay, let's go back to mode select. I think, okay, maybe it's on Livestream Let's Play. Let's go take a look at this one. Let's check this one out. So it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. So Zute says it's disgusting. No, it is. It is. Because the company, and let's remember, Cloud Imperium Gaming is a company run by Chris Roberts. Okay. The same guy that did the Wing Commander series, which I absolutely loved Wing Commander, but Star Citizen is not Wing Commander. Star Citizen is a live service predatory trap. It is. It's a trap. you know, selling people on the promise of getting a completed game at some point. It is ridiculous. All right, so what ships do we have on this planet? Okay, it appears that I don't have any marked. All right, locate a dissonant spike and let's see what we got. Just kind of curious. I want to see what ship is on this planet. Okay, let's go take a look. So yeah, Star Citizen is a scam. At least with games like Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is a complete game. It's not an alpha, not in beta, it's a complete game. Elite Dangerous was complete in like 2016. But of course, because it's a live service title, the developers keep it up to date. No Man's Sky was technically a complete game in 2016, although its release was marred with a lot of controversy. Compare that then to now. No Man's Sky is a remarkably superior game to anything Star Citizen could ever be, in my opinion. But hey, you got those whales out there that will pay the money. And when I said thousands of dollars on JPEGs, I'm serious. I'm legitimately serious. Anybody out there that knows Star Citizen knows exactly what I'm talking about. They sell ships. They're literally selling ships for real-world money. They sell ships for real-world money that aren't even in the game yet. They're JPEGs. And we're talking thousands of dollars. Real-world money. That game is designed for the whales, and people pay that money for ships, for the promise of getting a ship. Level 1 says, I liked Elite Dangerous. None of my buddies liked it at the time, so I moved on. Now they're all on No Man's Sky and be like, this is amazing, but I might not get into it. Here's the deal. Believe it or not, I bought Elite Dangerous. Haven't played it yet. Oh, so this is the ship in this system. Okay. This is the Starship in this system. All right. That's what's here. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So we know. Okay. Restore point. Now we know it's here. Okay. But, I bought Elite Dangerous, but I never played it. And that's because it looks like a very complex game. And I know that it's not... it's actually playable on the console. I have the PC version. But I suck at mouse and keyboard. It's a lot of system management, weapon systems management, shields management. It's Starship management, basically. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think that's a very immersive approach to a video game. It just seems like it's way too complex. At some point, I will play it, but I'm much better with a controller, a console controller, than I am with mouse and keyboard. I can't do mouse and keyboard. Okay, so let's do one more thing here. Now that we know that that's not our system, let's go to mode select. Let's find one more ship. So let's go back to Polestar. Yeah, Operation Katana, exactly. If you can spend the money, go for it. And again, that's not disparaging anyone from spending their money the way they want to spend their money. Of course not. The problem, of course, is that I think Cloud Imperium Gaming is literally preying on people. It's predatory behavior because they're offering the promise of releasing these ships and releasing a full game when the game is still in alpha. Elite Dangerous has been in alpha for the past 10 years. So I think it's a really predatory business practice. But again, I'm not a game developer or publisher, so what do I know, right? So my base is... That's the Royal Multi-Tool that we just found. A-Class Switchblade, Tank Treads 3+1. Sentinel Rifle 2+1. Yep, those are on the same planet. A-Class Light Fighter. This is the one with the Switchblade wings. Okay, okay. So if we go recent... Okay, that's where we are now. Sentinel salvage sites. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, so let's go back to my bases. Let's find one more. Hey, Red Panda, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, unfortunately, my allergies are not going anywhere. They're bad. they're bad. I appreciate that, though. Thank you, man. My nose hasn't stopped running since I began the stream today. I've had to mute the audio a couple of times just to sneeze. It's not good, but it's all right. Okay, let's find that ship. Let's find one more ship and we'll call it there. I'm not going to give up on an S-Class. I'm sure I can find an S-Class of this Starship. Somewhere on this freaking planet. And Red Panda, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for watching the stream, brother. Hey, YouTube, cut it out. Refresh. There we go. Okay, where's my ship? There it is. Worst parking spot ever. Okay, target is 24 minutes away. Nope. But thank you guys for sticking with us. We're about to wrap things up. This was a fun live stream. We found a really cool ship. A couple of really cool ships. Haven't found an S-Class yet. We did find a Royal Multi-Tool. Zach Addington agreed 100%, man. I agree with you 100%. And even for Microsoft, the Xbox 360 was the best console they ever produced. I still have my Xbox 360, and yes, it still works. I can still play games on it. But yeah, I still got my Xbox 360. But that was... The 360 PlayStation 3 was the best era for gaming. It was. The multiplayer was good. All of the games that were released, there was none of this live service nonsense. All of the games that released had a solid single-player campaign with multiplayer. Okay, multiplayer wasn't the primary focus of the game. It was the release of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, where games began to focus more on live service games and live service multiplayer.
Thermal protection falling.
And you know, I guess that's what some people want. That's what a lot of gamers want. They want that, what they call shared experience. I could care less about a shared experience. I want a game with a solid single-player campaign first. That's what I want. Okay, so what do we got? Another C-Class. Boo. Okay, ship. It's another C class. There's a lot of C classes on this planet.
Technology prepared.
We're going to find an S class one day, I promise you. Let's claim it. Okay. Alright, let's head up to the space station. Let's scrap this thing, and I think we'll wrap it up there. I have to go take care of some personal stuff. But yeah, Zach Addington, I do agree with you 100%, man. And it's just like I mentioned earlier, I never throw away or sell my old gaming consoles because I have at least 50 or 60 games on the Xbox 360. I also have about 50 games on the original Xbox, maybe even more. But I never throw away or sell old consoles or old games. I keep all of my old games. I keep everything. And of course, that's for obvious reasons. You know, if and whenever I want to play an Xbox game, a Generation 1 Xbox game, all I have to do is hook up my Gen 1 Xbox, which still works, and I can play that game. So I always keep legacy hardware because guess what? They're consoles and they still work. Even if the servers for multiplayer doesn't work, that's why most of the games released on the original Xbox and 360 were single player with multiplayer. They're still playable. So I do agree with you 100%, man. All right, we're here. But that's specifically why when the Xbox One, because believe it or not, I bought two Xbox Ones. One is the Xbox One, the Fallout 4 edition, which is still mint in the freaking box. But I also bought an Xbox One S with Madden 2017 or some crap like that. It was like $150 or something like that. I can't remember. But I bought a 1S, never opened the Xbox One. Okay, then what happened after that? The Xbox Series X released. That's when Microsoft decided to go full multiplayer, or excuse me, full live service with full digital titles. And you know, I will say that this current console generation is the most disappointing because the focus for both PlayStation and Xbox is live service gaming. Sony PlayStation said it themselves. They want to focus on that shared experience. Most players don't want that. Most players want a solid single-player campaign. So, as a classic gamer, I can go back and play any of my old video games on the legacy hardware and have a good time. That's why I never sell old consoles. Never. But I do have to make sure they still work. Okay, so what do we got here? This we can dismantle. We'll take that tritium and wiring loom. We'll dismantle this. Okay, scrap it. 31 million units for that ship. That is ridiculous. And remember, this is a good location for farming Starship storage augmentations. Yeah, so far, how many of these things have we got? Yeah, we picked up 7. We scrapped 7 ships total. So, not bad. All right, let's sell this stuff, and we'll wrap things up. Okay, so what do we got here? The Gek with the funny hairstyle. Make an offer. Now, see, this wouldn't be a bad ship. This is it's not a Raven, but I can't get past the box wings on it. This thing's got those box solar sails. Can't get past that. Okay, so we want to sell. Trade. Compressed indium.
Units received.
Starship AI valves.
Received.
Subatomic regulators.
Units received.
Spool of nano cables.
Units received.
Okay. Yeah, oh, especially the Sega Dreamcast. Especially the Sega Dreamcast. Here's the funny thing. If I search for it properly, I can probably get a Sega Dreamcast here in Japan. I might be in the market for one. I might be in the market for one at some point. But the Sega Dreamcast was it was a monumental system when it released. It was one of the first consoles that had multiplayer, believe it or not, along with the PlayStation 2. And then of course the original Xbox came along and just blew everybody out of the water. Which is actually a true statement. Okay. So that's done. Alright. Let's call up the other ship. Okay, so just out of curiosity. Okay, all right. We needed to move those to ship. We don't need to carry those. Everything else will dump in the freighter. Okay, so guys, it is 6:32 p.m. for me. My nose is running. I got to blow my nose. This was a fun live stream, but I got to wrap things up. Oh my goodness. I do apologize for the nasally sound. Just my allergies have gone haywire. But this was a fun live stream. We will definitely do this again. And as of right now, here's what I would like to try to do. If nothing else, I want to try to stream No Man's Sky tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do a late night No Man's Sky stream tomorrow night instead of an afternoon stream. But maybe we'll try that, but definitely want to try this again, especially as we get closer to the update coming this week. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here. As per usual, if you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button on the way out for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Now, for anyone that watches my GTA content, sorry about that. GTA will be returning on Wednesday, Japan Standard Time, as per usual. So hopefully we'll see you guys here for that as well. But until then, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, aka The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everybody, please stay safe. Let me hop in and out of my ship. Make a restore point. There we go. Everybody, please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So you guys stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Yeah, Reigns 2545, we'll see you next time. Zeal, we'll see you next time as well. Red Panda, see you next time, brother. And I'll see you all next time. So everybody, stay safe, take care, have a good day, have a good night. We will see you next time. Take care, guys.